All right, we are recording. So this call is to go over the last week's top coaches in our organization and go over the best practices and how we were able to achieve the results that we obviously made in that last week. So as I go through, I just want everyone to say what your rank is and how long you've been a coach, just for good recording purposes, because there will be coaches that will want to see this and see how you guys were able to produce the numbers you produced last week. So I'll just start in my top left. Ilahi. Will you please say it correctly? Because it's very rude of me. I need to get it.
Ilahi.
That is a beautiful name.
Yes, it is.
Yes. How long? And again, your coach. How long you've been a coach? Your coach rank?
I signed up as a coach at the end of January. I'm a Dynasty.
We might have a little bit of lag between you and Hawaii.
Probably so.
Okay, now you sound crystal clear.
Okay. I'm a Diamond coach. I signed up at the end of January.
So you've been a coach for less than a year, or just you're coming on?
Yeah.
You're coming on 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Sorry, Diamond coach, fantastic. So you are in it to win it. To my right is Barry.
Hi, everybody. I've been a coach since February. I'm an Emerald coach. I don't know what else to do. This is the first time for me being on this, so I'm kind of make sure I don't make any mistakes. So,
well, I think mistakes is how we learn, and you were obviously making the right choices. That's why you're on this call. So awesome. Glad to have you and welcome for your first call.
Thank you.
Amber.
I signed up last week of January. I am back at Emerald, but pushing really hard. I hit Diamond, and then somebody dropped out of me real quick, so I'm pushing real hard to get back there. So,
okay.
Emerald, but we'll be Diamond by Summit.
Okay, and then just for the purposes of the call, I should definitely ask this question or answer this. I'm going to restart back with you. Is what your volume was or your challenge, because that is the top producers of the week. So Ilahi, what was your? So sorry. What was your volume last week and your success goal points?
I'd have to look. I've been so out of it. I'm in Hawaii.
Okay, go ahead and look, and we'll come back to you.
Okay.
Barry?
Mine was 370, and I'm at Success Club 5 right now.
Awesome. Amber?
I'm going to have to look at volume.
Okay.
Success right now is 8.
8 Success Club points. Fantastic. Nikki?
Hi.
Is it me who's lagging? Is everyone lagging?
No, that's okay.
You're not lagging. Is it just Nick? Is it just Amber?
I don't know. I signed up the end of February. I am Katie's personally sponsored, and last week I had 375 TV. And I only have 3 points so far this month, but I hope to get 5.
Okay, fantastic. You will get 5. You should get 5. All right, with you know how, so you'll do it. All right, next, let's see here. This is going to be better. I moved into a place right next to my Wi-Fi, so that way there's no lag. Jeline.
Hi, I'm Jaylene, and I signed up to be a coach in December. And I think for me to qualify for this call, my total volume for the week was 813, I think.
Did you say 813?
813.
Okay.
And I'm already at Success Club 10. I've been there for a good week and a half. So I've been trying to build up my husband's side and just really start trying to recruit more for coaching, because I'm still an Emerald coach. So I'm still so I'm kind of following some of the recommendations where you try to hit Success Club early and then try to focus on more of the coaching later on in the month. So this is my first month really trying to focus on that. And I'm very nervous to be on this call tonight. So I almost didn't come. So it was one more step to try to push myself to really make this a real thing for me. So thanks for having me.
Well, absolutely. You're doing fantastic. And we're not having you. You earned it. You're here because you deserve to be here. And so thank you for being here and building your business, building your dream for you and your husband. That's fantastic. And then Kaylin, my King Coon buddy. You're on mute.
Thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
Hey everyone. So I'm Kaylin, and I cannot look up my PV right now because my internet will lag on you if I try to do too much at once. But I'm at Success Club 11 right now and pushing for 13 so that I can go to the Success Club party in Nashville.
What? You're gonna make it to the Success Club party?
I'm gonna make it.
There's some ballers in that. There's gonna be some ballers in there. You're gonna shake some hands and get a lot of good pictures, a lot of hugs.
Yay, I'm excited.
Wow, that's an honor to get invited to that party.
I'm working for it. I hope so.
Yeah, some people have good months. Some people will have okay months back to back, but to have 2 excellent months back to back, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, there's no reason that person can't have 12 excellent months back to back. It's very hard to do that. If you look at the percentage of coaches, I've been doing this for 5 years of people who can hit Success Club 5 every month. That's my category. I never miss Success Club 5. And I'll rarely break Success Club 10. And then, a lot, and I'm still able to produce a very wealthy business center doing that, or 3 or 4 in our career, just doing that, the consistency. But the people that hit Success Club like 15, even 10, but 15, 20 every single month, those are the top 25, top 50 coaches. That's all that, those are the numbers, and you do that over a period of time. That's the difference of people developing uber wealth in fast amount of time. But like I said, I only hit Success Club 5. It may take a little bit longer, but that compound interest is still on the same trajectory. So fantastic, Kaylin. I'm giving you a major compliment because that's not easy to do.
Thank you.
And as a veteran coach, you've been in it for a few months. That means you probably have used some of your warm market up, and you can't just go to your friends and family and get sales. These are probably new faces. Mm-hmm. So that means you're building a real business, and that's fantastic. So everyone, as you're chiming in, and if you can pull up your volume and stuff, that's great. Let's start off with, I'm going to start off with Kaylin and Jaylene, who seem to be the breadwinners for last week in terms of Success Club points and volume. Whoever wants to go first, what are the practices, or what do you feel that it was that made it possible to have that many people to share your story with, have that many people to help, have that many people to invite to your challenge group, right? Because there's a lot of behind the scenes that come, and us as coaches, we might get 1 or 2 customers a month that kind of just come to us because they're ready to exercise and they know that you're a coach and they appreciate the programs. But to get that many Success Club points and that much team volume, that's probably because you have a system and you are applying yourself a month, 2 months prior, having some chips lined up that you could invite to your group. So whoever would like to start, please share away.
Jaylene, do you want me to go first, or do you want to?
No, okay. Go ahead, please.
Sure, I'm happy to. So I have a few things, and if we have time, I could share what I've been doing to reach that cold market like you were talking about. I definitely hit a month where I ran out of my warm market, hadn't quite got into my cold market, and I've been working on that. I feel like a few things that have really helped me, and like Jay said, it was last month, the month before, that I made these connections, started talking to these people, and they're just now signing up. So it was definitely a process. But what I was doing, and still am doing, is the power of 3s or the power of 5s. And if you don't know what that is, that's starting 5 new conversations, following up with 5 people, and inviting 5 people. So a lot of the people who signed up with me this month, I had either started my conversation with them at that point, followed up with them from a time I'd already talked to them, or invited them and they said no then, but they're saying yes this month for whatever reason they're ready now. So that's really helped. Another thing that I've been doing to reach a cold market is working on my Facebook like page, which I hadn't done much of before. I had one, but I hadn't been searching out for new people. But I boosted a post, which only cost me $5. And I think that I got over 1,000 views on it of people who don't know me, don't know my friends. They're complete strangers.
Real quick, is that on your like page?
Yeah, on my like page, I boosted a post. And the content of that post was, you have to keep the actual picture really simple with just a few, just little text. But it was a picture of me with all my 21-day fix containers. And it said, join me in my accountability group. And in my text part of the post, I talked about pretty much my story, why it worked for me. Very simple about what it is. I didn't explain way too much, but hey, this is what worked for me. If you want to do it with me, click this link. And so instead of asking them to comment or give me their email or send me a message, I said, click this link. I made it super easy for them. And I linked them right to my challenge group on my Facebook, if that makes sense. So I already set up the challenge group, put that link in there and let them click on it. So that way I could see who requested to join, and then I could contact them. So that worked out really well for me, and I got to talk to a handful of new people. And previously when I'd ask them to like or comment, I had a hard time getting a hold of them. They just didn't do it because they were nervous. But once they clicked the link, I can see who did. And that helped.
That's fantastic. So really the gist of what I got was you spent $5 to throw your post in front of a lot of people that wouldn't see it otherwise. Mm-hmm. And through telling your story, you were able to share it. And that $5 investment, I'm sure you have earned back.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that $5 investment, I know how Facebook ads work. And for those of you who don't, she boosted a post on her existing like page, and it would throw it in front of, X amount of people for that $5. Now, my question for you, Kaylin, is where did those people come from? Because you can only boost a post to your existing people that are in there and their friends. How many people are on your like page?
I actually don't have many people on my like page at all. And so that wasn't the case. There's 3 options. You can boost it to your friends, you can boost it to friends of friends, or you can select a demographic. So I can select 25 miles away from me, between ages 24 and 40 years old, female. And it's people I have no connection with at all.
How awesome. So what Caitlin just explained to me is new. I haven't run a Facebook ad in, 6 months. And it's like everything is updated and changing. Every time I get back on there, that's cool. I didn't know that. Now you can just do a $5 boost and run it like an ad, is what you're saying, is what you're telling all of us.
Yeah, you could do a $1 boost if you want to, but
that's awesome. Before you could only boost to your existing likes on your page. Oh, hey guys.
Okay.
And
you can pause it if you want to. So if you want to pause it while you go to work because you figure other people won't see it, you can pause it and play it again at night. So you get to choose how and when you spend that $5.
That's great information. Thank you for sharing that. That's really good. Anything else we'll come back to, of course, before we go over to Jalen?
Just being consistent, I think, in those 5s, having that many conversations started that have nothing to do with Beachbody. Like, even if I didn't go back to those people and say, hey, I was thinking about you, do you want to join my challenge group? A lot of them, just because I had already talked to them about whatever was going on in their life, then saw the posts that I'm putting on my page, my workouts, an invite to a challenge group, and they contacted me. They said, oh, hey, I saw this on your page. What's it about? So that's a really good way. Just open up the conversation, then post kind of generically on your page, and a lot of time people will come to you.
Oh, it's so exciting. Oh, Jalen, my little Cancun buddy. Guys, she's grown big time into a girl who's always been a leader naturally. But in Cancun, you were new. And so you're like, I want to be here. I know what I'm doing. I know Beachbody's real, but now you're speaking like a leader and someone that can duplicate and invite other coaches and teach them how to be successful. So You've gone from one level to another just in hearing you speak now versus Cancun. So that's exciting. You've got big things in store for you, Kaylin. I'm excited.
Thanks.
All right. Kaylin, what's up, girl?
Hi. For me, I think I was still tapping into my worm market. I struggled in the beginning just trying to figure out the professional development piece, and that's actually been my most favorite, is really connecting with audiobooks and the different things. And I really started focusing on goals and writing my goals down, writing my affirmations down. And it just got to the point where I found that I kept staring at my affirmations, but I was not doing the actions in the beginning to meet those affirmations and to really do that. So for me, it really transitioned from not just staring at them and reading them, but really adding actions to follow up and to really meet those goals. And so that's where the power of threes came in. That's where just the forming relationships and building relationships. So for birthday, the birthday little notifications you get. So instead of just writing it on their post, I was doing personal messages and trying to reach out to them and touch base with them that way. Some have led to longer conversations and some haven't. But it's really just, for me, it's been just mainly connecting and then just constantly posting on Facebook what I'm doing and doing those. I need to do that a little bit more in just other life items too, instead of just Beachbody. But I have gotten a lot of people just by the things that I have been doing, and that's where my volumes come from.
That's fantastic. I love how you said that you're actually messaging the people a message and engaging with them on their birthday. I have, I've maxed out my friends list, right? And then, so I swear I could run a research study for who's conceiving at what time of the year and who's not, right? It's crazy how there's 40 birthdays on one day and the next day there's 2 birthdays. And I'll tell you what, there's no better a reminder that Facebook has given us to say, hey, here's your new engagements for the day. Here's your new shares. Here's new people that probably don't see your post, that you don't talk to ever, that you're like, oh yeah, that was my mailman, or oh yeah, I went to high school with that person. And to be able to there's a list. There's your fresh new list of people to add to your pipeline. But I only tell them happy birthday. Now, I have a little code, not a code, I have a little trick because I know I've kind of monitored Facebook. I spell happy birthday out and then I do a message on there so it doesn't just get thrown into the bulk. If you get 500 happy birthdays, Facebook will just put that into a bulk. And right. I don't see those. I got 3,000 happy birthdays on my birthday and I didn't even see them because I can't scroll through the little. But the other ones, when people wrote personal messages, it actually gets posted on their wall. And of course, if you tag them. So you're taking it to another level and actually writing them a personal message. I'm like, ding, ding, ding. Thank you for that share. That's my aha, because just like you said, just engaging with people and how they're doing. And then of course, like Kaylin said, they're going to see on your wall and stuff like that. And sometimes you don't even have to invite them. They'll come to you. Well, that's great. Keep it up. That's a lot of points. Have you had any months prior to your coaching career where you've been this successful?
I'm sorry, my son just walked in. Can you repeat that question?
Okay, families, welcome. What's up, dude? Bring them on. I asked you, have you had any months previous to this where you've been this successful? Or is this your first month where you've kind of had that breakthrough?
It's funny because I ended up on the top 10 list 2 weeks in a row, which I've never done. And then to do it in one of those weeks, I was on vacation. And so I just kind of joked about, well, I guess I need to step away too sometimes and just kind of let things take its course. So I was camping at the beach with my family, and that was when I hit 537 or 530 something one of the weeks. And then the following week was when I hit the rest of my Success Club 10. I think I got at least three challenge packs and then some renewal stuff. And then the Beachbody sale, that actually helped my volume too. I had a lot of people that went and tried to take advantage of the sales. So that's when I got up to the 813 on that one. So,
well, thank you for sharing. And as we go through this call and I give everyone an opportunity to share, what I do want to do, and don't let me forget, is, and it's for the purpose of the recording and for us, I want you all to share what this month has done for you income-wise. We'll get to that, but I want you to share, and it may not be much, right? But it may be paying off a bill or going on a nice date, right? It's just a month's worth of income. It's not going to change your life, but you'd be surprised. Maybe for some of you it has. So I'm really looking forward to hearing that. Let's get a dude on here. Barry.
I guess that would be me. So yeah.
You're a rare breed in the Beachbody world.
My two things that I've wanted to share with everybody. I belong to a group back in April called April Rank in the Bank, and it was kind of like my coaching class. We didn't have a coaching class start when I started, so I kind of learned everything through the Rank in the Bank class. And I did the power of threes, I did the messaging, I did the invite, I did the forming of the conversations, and it was an experience. I spent a lot of my life proving everybody that I was right and they were wrong, and so therefore my warm market was very small. So most of my business has come off of cold marketing. And so when I finally started letting people see me and not just correcting them and just being a friend, my market seemed to increase a lot. So a lot of the business I've gotten this last couple of weeks has been from the conversations that I started back in April.
That's fantastic. Now, I'm guessing you're a lawyer, or you just glass is half empty?
I work as a furniture buyer at a furniture store with about 80 salespeople, and one of the unique things about being a salesperson at a furniture store is you have to be able to have somebody tell you, leave me alone, and still get the sale. So to have that ability, they don't always follow the rules. And when they screw up, then it's me that has to come by and fix everything for them.
You're a fire putter outer.
Yeah.
All right. You put out fires. I understand that. Every manager in any corporate world who's ever had a corporate, I understand. I put out fires for 3 years. I spent a lot of times, you're going to do it my way because this is how it's supposed to be done. And that didn't exactly encourage people to see me as warm and cuddly. So. Yeah, that doesn't translate into Beachbody. It's very interesting because in the corporate world, they get a paycheck regardless. And of course, over time, if they don't perform, they would be let go. But with that being said, Beachbody is so much different because you have to inspire and lead people and let them do it on their terms. And it's very hard because you might sign up 5 coaches and only one of them wants to actually take the necessary steps into doing what it takes to be successful. And then another great thing about Beachbody is it's not sales. I don't know I'm excited that you're on this call as a salesman, because salesmen and women think that they're going to be successful in Beachbody because they understand sales, but it's so not sales. It's embracing people as who they are for their flaws, for your own flaws, coming together as a team and just saying, let's do this together. And it's really hard to convince somebody that it's the right time, convince somebody that they have the money, convince somebody that these products work, convince somebody that Shakeology is really worth $130. You're going to lose that convincing conversation 9 times out of 10. It's really just sharing who you are as a person and then letting them, as Kaylin said, come to you and say, I want to be like that. You are very radiant. I want to be a part of that. So that's cool, Barry. So 60 days ago, you would say that you planted a lot of seeds, you cultivated it, you watered it, and now they are doing it. Now, would you say that these people have come to you saying that they want to be a part of your challenge groups? What is your system as a coach?
Well, one thing first, I'm not a salesperson. I work in the support staff. I
apologize.
No, that's fine. I would never work as a salesperson. I'm too blunt. I'm sorry, I lost track of thought there. What was working for me is just personalizing the relationships. I reached out to a former coworker of mine from another job, and took probably about 6 weeks for her to buy her bag of Shakeology. And she was one of those ones, I'm busy, I can't do it. And then all of a sudden, one day I just posted something in the morning about how the Shakeology is the same thing as Starbucks. And, what are you getting out of the Starbucks and what are you getting out of your Shakeology? And she said, I'm in. How do I sign up? And so I ended up at the park with my mobile app and signed her up that way. And then she referred it to a friend of hers. And of course, not being the salesperson and getting all excited because somebody wanted to know about it, I thought I totally blew it. And so I didn't hear from him for a month. And then all of a sudden he just signed up and boom, there was a huge order just showed up. And because I was SC5 last month, I got 2 leads that responded to my emails that I sent them. And both of them have now bought Shakeology, and they were just 21-day fixes.
That's so cool. So you emailed your leads, and they responded to you, and it was money.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That's so exciting. That's pretty good. It's hard to get leads because you never know. It's like they're hearing from a total stranger. Well, I would highly recommend, Barry, that you share your email threads, any points you'd like on the wall that kind of showcase how that conversation went down in a nutshell, because it's kind of hard, like a complete stranger. Hi, I'm Coach Barry. I would like to help you. And then of course, how that process went down.
It was really awesome.
That's great. So the moral of your story is referrals. Sounds good to me. So cool. All right, everyone else, let's go through, and I just wanted to highlight Kaylin and Jalen for their just really high numbers. Amber, you're getting dark over there, dude. Chill out. It's dark over here too. You're on mute.
Do I need to walk inside now, or is this good? Can you see me all right?
You sound great.
Something just popped up. Let's see. You there?
We are here.
Okay. I think probably one of the biggest things with me is just building those relationships. Am I breaking up?
No.
Okay. I have started, since starting in January, this month, kind of opened up, shared my story a good bit, and I touched base with people in January, followed up with them in February. It's still nothing. Well, I've got those people that I planted seeds in, within January. They came to me this month and they're like, okay, I'm ready, because I kept consistently sharing. And they're like, finally, okay, I want in. Whatever you're doing, I want in. And I always want to be the person that I would want to, be the person that people will relate to. Be straightforward, be honest. It's not all butterflies and rainbows all the time. And I like for people to know that. I want them to know that it takes a lot of work, but it's so worth it, everything. And I don't know, I guess just kind of, I keep planting seeds and I keep talking to people and keep just trying to build those relationships with them. And relationships for me are huge. And there was one girl, a challenger that bought from me like 2 months ago. Well, she had a friend that wanted to know about it and referred her. And from this girl, I've gotten like 6 referrals. And just keep going. Like once you get that one person, just relate with them and be there for them.
I really like that. If I were to make a bulletin and go through with everybody, Amber, yours is maintaining relationships, quality relationships. So we can have a higher level conversation, for a huge group call. We can say, yeah, maintain relationships. That's really hard. Our brain can maintain a relationship with our spouse, our kids, our mom or dad, our brothers and sisters, and maybe 4 or 5 coworkers. That's the truth. That's a scientific study. So how do we maintain relationships with dozens, hundreds of people, right? Like Katie or like a Lindsay Matway. Seriously, like how do you do that effectively? You have to have a system. And I would like to ask you at a higher level, what's your system of being able to maintain these relationships and know that, I need to talk to this person, or I need to message this person. We talked about earlier, like birthdays. That's a great way. Facebook does that for us. What would you say your system is?
Now, system on people that are currently my challengers or people that I'm still wanting to reach out to?
Relationships in general. How do you maintain relationships with so many people?
Okay. Whenever I, say 2-3 months ago, I write this name down. And I keep a list of people that I've talked to, and I just revisit them, or I'll see something, on Facebook. Constantly, I'm liking or commenting on posts. And, of course, I'm nowhere near as big as Katie or Lindsay or anything like that. So I don't have near the relationships I'm trying to keep open right now. But and my husband's a pastor. So we build relationships all the time. And I just I write them down, and I see something pop up on my wall, and I'm like, ooh, I need to follow through with that. I need to comment on this. And for me, it's writing it down. I have to write it down and constantly be there and plug into it.
Okay. Right. You write their names down.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I like that.
Yep.
Is it actual handwriting, or do you type them?
Yeah, no, it's handwriting because I've tried to type them, and I have a 3-ring binder, and I've got everything, I've got, tabs for potential clients. I've got, tabs for touch base with. I've got, leads that I've touched base with that we followed up, our conversations. I'm a pencil and paper kind of girl.
Well, that's fantastic. And I asked it on purpose because I always like the study of the human brain and behavior. When you write it down with a pencil or pen, it actually is through studies, X amount times more effective than if you type it. We don't know why. Information gets stored, but when you write it on handwriting, it's more effective than if you were to open up your iPhone apps and type in a note. Don't know why, but it is. That's great.
I think it's kind of absent-minded type thing.
You cut out. Say that.
I think because we kind of type things, and it's something that we between texting and everything, you kind of can do that absent-mindedly. But when you're sitting down and actually pen and paper, you're focusing on what you're writing. That's the way it is for me, anyway.
That's true. I'll agree with that. That's great. Eliyahi. Did I get it? Did I say it right?
Yeah. You did.
Yeah. Hey, I went and saw a movie called Inside Out, and in the very beginning of the movie, now Pixar does those mini cartoons before each movie. There's a mini cartoon about this Hawaiian lava, this huge mountain, and he's like, I love you. Have you heard that song? It's a Hawaiian song. He's like, you love me. I'm sure I sound like an angel. And then there's this female volcano, but she's under the ocean. And like 1,000 years go by, she comes up and he goes under. But eventually at the end of the song, they come together as volcanoes.
Very good. I actually live in Volcano, that's where I used to live. I'm in Volcano, Hawaii right now.
Well, that's why I'm bringing it up to you. I knew that.
All right. Perfect. So I checked my volume. I was $4.95.
No, we lost her. I can see everyone else's faces moving and their eyes blinking, so I know we're all good except for her.
I was on vacation, of course.
Ilya,
Can you hear me now?
No,
Can you hear me?
we can, but we can't.
Okay. I don't know why. My internet is no good. No. I'll call in.
Call in. We'll move on. Nikki. You gotta unmute yourself.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm really here to kind of listen to what you guys are saying and get some pointers. I really don't know how I made the top 10 this past week because I haven't had any new customers. My volume was from customers, free leads that I got in May for hitting Success Club in April. And so that, their Shakeology home direct orders just kind of added up all in the same week. And that's how I earned my volume. But I really need to hear other people's advice and pointers so I can be better at following up with the people that I have been in contact with.
Okay, well, you earned a spot on this call, and you're honest about the fact that it was from previous work that you did, just retroactive, and take advantage, like you said, of the people that are on this call, soak it in, but don't take away the fact that you earned it. Okay, that's the beauty of network marketing. That's the beauty of compound interest. And you should take it upon yourself to continue to further and cultivate those relationships with those people that got you the volume. It looks like for 2 months in a row. So they're reoccurring orders. They enjoy the product. They like it. Maintain those relationships. And of course, absorb what's going on with the call and how you can further build upon what you did, what you said in May.
Success Club 10 in April, so I got free leads in May.
So why don't you, this week, go over what you did in April. We all have good weeks and bad weeks. Sometimes we have bad months and good months. Some people have bad years and good years. That's the difference I've found from like super successful people or people that just kind of float through the motions, is when they measure and compare themselves to how they were more periodically. So instead of comparing, it's January, I'm going to lose weight this year. It's January, I'm going to lose weight this year. It's January, I'm going to lose weight this year. Versus, okay, I weigh myself once a week. What can I do better this week than I did last week? Or how can I maintain those results this week and continue the good thing? So measure yourself and reflect back on what you performed or how you performed in April and what those actions were to get there. And that way you can duplicate the same thing. But you deserve to be here. So listen up. Cool. All right. Did you call in, Eliyahi?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Crystal clear.
Okay, great. My total volume was 495. I'm at Success Club 6 right now, pushing for 15. And the things that have helped me were being in a push group with Barry, actually, April Rank in the Bank. That was real helpful. And that really helped me push myself. The Power of Threes have been huge, helping me. And scheduling is another huge thing for me, is following my schedule. Because if I don't, I fall apart. Those are probably the biggest things that have helped me. And it's kind of crazy because I, was in the top coaches and I was really on vacation. So seeing friends at home helped me some because, actually them seeing me and seeing my results in person really made a big difference for them.
Fantastic. I love that two people have said I'm on vacation and I've produced great results in this business. Isn't it weird how your brain has been programmed that when you go somewhere to enjoy yourself and have a good time, that means that somewhere else in your life is lacking and falling apart? That's what you're telling me. Both of you have said in a confusing way that, because I was on vacation, that means I'm supposed to be failing at work. Like, that's what you've been told your whole life. It's baby boomer mentality. Get rid of it. So vacation is good. It recharges your batteries. It allows you to meet new people, allows you to think outside the box, to be fresh. Heck, how many cool posts are you going to get from experiencing something new? Katie was like, hey, you have to pose with me in Facebook for these pictures. And I'm like, but I'm not in the mood to do it. She's like, yeah, but it's our business. And I'm like, oh, well, it makes sense. Why don't you just say that? That's how male talk. It's how we make money. Why don't you just say that? And instead of the emotional side, why don't you just tell me the logical side? And so, yeah, but like, think about it. That's how cool is that you guys were on vacation and you produced more numbers than you would have if maybe you weren't. Now, let's be realistic. It's probably because of the seeds you planted 30, 60 days prior, right? It had nothing to do with you being somewhere that you enjoy, but it certainly helps. The Beachbody business as a whole skyrockets. Like out of, we're talking Beachbody, so we're talking millions of dollars of sales by lunch, right? And it skyrockets when the Cancun trip happens or the Disney World trip happens. Like, because you got all these coaches posting pictures of them in Disney World, this, that. You girls were probably like, hey, I'm in, where were you, Jaylene?
I was camping at the beach with my family, so
Did you
I
take any
was
cool
I would
pictures?
send messages back and forth a little bit, but it was from planting seeds from the week or a couple weeks before and sending out my links, and they finally, instead of me bugging them, it was kind of like I stepped away, and that was when they had time and finally clicked and signed up.
Yeah. Well, that's great. So, and then Ilyahi, where were you on vacation?
Well, I'm home visiting in Hawaii because I live in
You
Mississippi.
live in vacation, so forget you.
No, I live in Mississippi.
What?
Yeah, I'm just home visiting my family.
I can tell
This
it's
is truly
sunlight
home.
outside. You got palm trees in the back and it's sunlight.
Wow.
Wow. There's a lizard. Okay. So that I love how you guys both brought that up, and congrats to you from planting the seeds and going on vacation and making money. But, let's look at the root of that, making money because we're helping people. It's a result of how we're caring about those around us, living a healthy lifestyle, eating healthy. We want other people to have the same joys that we have. So thank you. Cool. Thank you for sharing that. And lastly, Brianna. Oh man.
Brianna.
Is it Brianna or Brianna?
Brianna.
Brianna. All right. How are you? We were saying where we're from, our coach rank, or not where we're from, coach rank, how long we've been a coach, and our volume for the previous week.
Okay, so I'm from Marshall, Minnesota, so it's a really small town, like 11,000 people. I am currently like right under diamond. I kind of lost it basically because I let my husband, who was my emerald coach, go inactive. Because I was spending more to keep him active than I was, making money off of being diamond. So I'm really focusing on letting my team or, trying to help one of my coaches get to emerald before I make him active again to be diamond. So I'm almost there. I have one coach that needs to sign another coach and I'll be diamond again. But my volume last week was 650. And what was the other thing we were supposed to say?
Success Club points?
Oh, I'm at Success Club 19 right now.
What? What? Great way to end the call.
Yeah. I was shooting for 20, but I'll probably shoot for like 22 by the end of the month. I was just trying to get to 12 as best I could because that Success Club trip or the Success Club party in Nashville is like my drive this month. And when I always like have this energy at the beginning of the month, like to hit Success Club 10. So like it's my focus at the beginning of the month because I don't want to have to stress about it at the end of the month. So I just really focus on, getting Success Club as fast as I can so I don't have to worry about it at the end of the month. And then, yeah.
So why don't you share with us what you did? How did you obtain Success Club 19 so far?
So I guess I would say like some of the other people have said, following up with people is huge. Like I tell my coaches all the time, they say I'm getting no's all the time. I'm getting price rejections or price objections or whatever. And I say, as long as you consistently post what you're doing and you share how it's changing your life, people are going to keep following up with. They're going to keep following you. And like I always say, if they've come to you already to ask you about a program or ask you about losing weight, they're already interested. They just are not like ready yet. Because I've been coaching for a year now and I still have people coming to me that I talk to within the first couple months as a coach that say, okay, like I'm ready to do this. Like, what do I need to do to sign up? So
let me ask you it's borderline rude, but trust me, it's in the most humble and caring intentions. You've been a coach for a year. Why is it that you have hit Success Club 19 thus far and probably Success Club 22 or whatever that number you said you'll projected to hit this month? But what's the difference this month than any other month? All the other 11 months?
I always hit at least Success Club 10. I've hit 30 something before. I I would say like really just talking to people all the time. I'm always talking to people. I'm always on my phone, like messaging people back. And I've I have a 2-year-old daughter, so I think like for me, like time is hard to like figure out a time to sit down and do my power threes and everything. So when she goes to bed at 8 o'clock at night, I stay up usually till at least 11 o'clock or midnight, like planning out my next day. I write down the names of who I'm going to message tomorrow. Like I'll write their names down tonight. So I'll fill out my power three sheet tonight so I can save time for myself tomorrow when I'm running around like crazy, and like write my to-do list tonight so I have everything I need to do ready, and I just, kind of prepare myself for.
So you definitely prepare your next day with intention. You already have it planned so you can get a full 8 hours of sleep without having your mind run wild.
Right, because I found that if I don't, like I started doing that, and then as soon as I fall off, like with, writing a to-do list and like writing out who I'm going to talk to the next day, it just doesn't happen. Like just between, running around with a 2-year-old and taking her to activities and stuff, and I just spend more time figuring out who I'm going to message than I do talking to people.
So you schedule your day out. So I think in that scheduling your day out, you treat Beachbody like a business. You treat Invite like a business.
Right. Like I write exactly who I'm going to message, and like I'll go through, my news feed, and if somebody had like a really cute picture with their kid and I click on them, I haven't talked to them in a while, I'll write, following up with them, like see how they're doing with, how their summer's going and stuff like that. And I just write down everybody's name so that tomorrow morning, I recently started getting up like at 7 o'clock before my daughter gets up. I'll just, I'll do my entire power threes in the morning and get it over with.
Well, I think that's great. So thank you for sharing that. And with the last 8 minutes, what I'd like to do is for everyone to take 20 seconds to share what their Beachbody income has done for them and their family thus far. And the reason why, and I'm really happy we'd like to end it on this, is Brianna, you've been a coach for a year. You're hitting Success Club 10 every single month. And this month you're hitting Success Club 20. Would you say that there's might be a disconnect between your customers understanding becoming a Beachbody coach? Or would you say that it's just you get a lot of customers who aren't interested in becoming a Beachbody coach?
I'm actually right now trying to figure that out, because I don't have a problem hitting Success Club. I don't have a problem recruiting people to my challenge groups, but it seems like after I sign people up as a customer, I need to focus somewhere in my challenge groups. I'm losing people, and then, they kind of fall off, and then I fell off, I'm going to start again in, 2 weeks or whatever. And then, bringing up coaching, they're just not interested because they haven't even completely finished the thing themselves. But,
well, that's understandable. So the reason, and thank you for sharing and being honest with that. The reason why I said this at the beginning of the call before you get on, but I'd like to close it with that so it can spark some ideas on how we can create a culture around, I help people lose weight. I care about you. And I do it through these Beachbody programs. But also, here's the result. And the result is I'm able to pay for groceries. I'm able to go out on any date with my spouse that I want. I'm able to buy a brand new car. I'm able to buy a brand new house, right? Whatever your level of income and tenure is in the Beachbody business, there's some level of impact for you guys on this call right now. You're all in the green, right? You've all made quite a bit more money than you've spent. And not like it's that much, right? $15.95 a month, and then your Shakeology. It's not like owning a business that's got full patents, the full shipping process, your whole website. I mean, everything. I don't know if y'all watch Shark Tank. Yeah, how much did you do in sales last year? 2.4 million. What was your profit? We lost 80,000. okay, like we all watch Shark Tank. We know how difficult it is to start and run a business and actually make money. So for your $15.95 and your Shakeology, which I consider that a business fee as well, $120 a month to have a full-fledged business, right? And all of you on the call are now in the green. Make, challenge packs. You've made probably several hundred, some of you several $1,000s. What has that done for your business? And take 10 to 20 seconds and share that. And for all of you, I want you to just kind of maybe spark some interest, or not spark interest, but like, oh, I see how it affected their life, or how it affected their life, and share that in your team culture. Share that in your challenge groups. Not everyone's going to become a coach. 1 out of 10, 1 out of 5, whatever the number is, people are have that entrepreneurial spirit or that desire to go out and share these products and help other people, and as a result of that, earn money. But Lindsay Matway, Katie, Lindsay Stay, Liz Horn, Kelly Horton, they all share their passion for entrepreneurship and what Beachbody has done for them. And unless your team culture is aware that you can earn money in this, and it is a business, but a business of helping people, a business of changing lives, there's going to be a natural magnetic connection. Just like Kaylin said, people just come to me about losing weight. There's going to be a natural magnetic connection. People coming to you serious about changing their financial situation, serious about improving the overall health of their family and getting out of debt, paying off some credit cards, things like that just improve your overall well-being and lifestyle. So if we could just go around and just simply share, anyone can start. I guess I'll call on people since we have enough. We all talk at once, but yeah, do that, because when you're hitting Success Club 10 and Success Club 20, I don't mean to pick on you, Brianna, you should be getting one coach out of, every 2, 3, 4 customers, right? Which would put you, if you're hitting Success Club 10 over a year, would probably put you in the Star Diamond category. And you would also be having leaders that eat, breathe, and sleep and build this business. And I think it's just because there might be some areas of opportunity for us to go, you know what, I'm not emotionally sharing what this business has done for me. And so that right there, right, you emotionally share what these products have done for you physically, maybe emotionally and mentally, but the finances are a big side of it. And that's okay to share that from a loving and caring aspect of this business has changed my life. So as I get off my soapbox, everyone who's not muted, Kaylin, take it away. 20 seconds.
Sure. I don't know if you know this or not, but my husband and I are moving from our current city to Portland, Oregon in August. And so I get to quit my job the second week of August, and I'm not going to get another one. I'm just going to do Beachbody. So I get to work from home instead of spending 9 hours a day on my feet working for people who don't appreciate me. And I get to do it from home, and then I'll have a lot of time to help my family members do what they want to do and help other people volunteer at church, do the things that I want to do in life instead of spending 9 of my hours a day at work.
Guys, this video is recorded. Like, I don't even put pressure on you, but Kaylin, you need to take this video, cut that piece out, and make it a YouTube video.
And not show it to my current employers.
And show it to your current employers. They'll be happy for you. All of my current bosses are coaches. All of Katie's current bosses, old bosses are coaches. This thing's awesome. It's not like they have it made. They just make a few more dollars an hour than you do. Same, right? So
doctors, so they have it made. But I'm glad to do something else.
Well, I don't know. Talk to your upline. Some of you, Liz Horn. She's a doctor too. But when you've got $1,000 a month, whatever it's called, payment, student loan payment. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's not all roses once you've made it. Okay. All right. Who else that's awesome. Take this clip, put it on YouTube. Everyone's muted. Unmute yourselves. Ilahi, are you on? Can you talk?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep.
For me, it's money towards my student loans. Speaking of student loans.
Yeah.
And But my big goal is to be able to go part-time in 2 years. That's my goal. My husband and I own our own, so I need to make enough that I can come in and do some of our small animal work, because I'd like to just do large.
Fantastic. Now, thus far, what has it done for you? I know what you'd like to do and where the line is, but let's celebrate little steps.
It's helping me pay more money towards student loans and trying to get out of debt.
Okay. And how does that feel?
Feels great.
Okay, good. Well, thank you for sharing. Guys, the target may be 2-3 years out. Let's celebrate the little successes. This is a big deal. That's a big deal, paying off student loan. You're the top 10% of America, by the way, the fact that you're actually doing that. So congratulations. All right, Brianna.
Okay. So far, I have been able to quit my job within 6 months of starting Beachbody, and I was working part-time, and half of my income that I was bringing in from my job as a hairstylist was going towards my nanny. So I absolutely hated it. I hated leaving my daughter, and I was able to quit my job, and I now make way more actually than I did there, bringing home. So it's helped with that, and everything I make, we pretty much put away in savings. So just saving for our basement. We're redoing our basement right now, and we bought a Tahoe last January, which I don't think we would have been comfortable with doing if we wouldn't have had my extra income for just being, comfortable enough to be able to do that. So it's helped out a lot, actually. Yeah.
That's awesome. Brianna, with the permission of your spouse, you're married, right?
Yes.
Yeah, with the permission of your spouse, take out a couple $100 of the money you've earned this last month and go buy yourself a nice dress or a purse or whatever, and celebrate that and say and put it on Facebook. This is because of my Success Club 20. This is a personal record I've hit. This is something that I achieved, that I did. Yep, you got to save for the basement. Yep, you got to save for finances or loans or whatever. Do something fun, all right? Go buy yourself a chain, all right? Put a gold chain on. All right? That's awesome. Of course, I'm not your husband, but you can say it.
I'll tell him you gave me permission.
You need to celebrate it, okay? And you need to boast it loud and reward yourself with something that you want. Congratulations. That's great. Kaylin, you already went. Jalen didn't go.
I haven't gone yet.
No.
For me, I think just within the last couple of months, we've paid off 2 small credit cards, and I'll be paying off 1 more by the end of this month, which for us is huge. When I first signed up with Beachbody, we were definitely in over our head and kind of lost in the budget mess. And so Beachbody 1 has kind of helped me with focus and direction with that, along with the extra money to be able to go out to dinner, for example, here and there, but really to take that money and put towards credit cards and really kind of give us a little bit more freedom with the budgets, the money that we were making from our other jobs. So for that was huge for us. So.
Oh, exciting. Good. All right. Amber.
Well, since signing up in January, I was able to, typically our beach vacation is, tagging along with my parents, so we don't have to buy a place at the beach this week. But my husband and kids and actually some friends, just my husband and kids, I was able to do a week at the beach just for us. I didn't have to worry about anybody else in the house with us. It was just ours. So I did that. And recently just paid off my car. Yay!
No way.
Yes. So car's paid for, beach vacation with no drama of the family being all cramped up in the house together.
So you're pretty much balled out. That's what you are. That's awesome. How cool is that? That is awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Nikki, and Linda Berry.
Is it going to be Nikki or is it going to be me?
It's going to be you. Nikki's going to unmute.
Oh, okay. One of the goals that my wife started when she first started Beachbody is we both work a second job. We both deliver pizzas for Domino's. And I've done it for such a long time. It's just become part of my own personal nature. I don't even think twice about it, which I should. I shouldn't discount myself. But my wife really regrets the time that she spends away from the household and stuff. And so I think with the money that we've made this month, it's proven that we can go ahead and have Teresa she's delivered her last pizza. So that's big news for us.
Like, it's hard to make me cry, you know what I mean? I don't cry over much, right? Man up, do what you got to do. And you are. You're manned up to do what you should got to do, right? Like,
yeah, I did, and it was not a big deal. I saw a need, I had to take care of it, so I took care of it.
Right, but for your wife, I'm holding them back, dude. So,
and we're going to make a post of it too. We're going to have her hat and toss it away and say, that's it. It's no more of this hat being worn by Teresa Jones. So yeah, that's a pretty awesome thing.
No,
I'm not trying to make you cry. Really, I'm not.
I know. Like I said, we're men, right? We do what we got to do. But I'm happy. Yeah, your wife is coming home, and I can't wait for you to share that. So guys, this is it's a powerful business, and let's go out and change lives. And don't see what it can do, right? Shouldn't be discounting anybody that this opportunity isn't for them. So I'm proud of you all. Katie's extremely proud of everybody, and take this recorded clip when it's posted. Cut your segment out. Do what you got to do. Share it with your downline and say, hey, Jay just talks the whole time, but at the end, get to it. It's really powerful. And so thank you. Nikki, did you want to share? Or did you unmute yourself? Yeah, you did, Nikki. How is it done?
I just wanted to say that last time I was on the call with you, I talked about taking the kids to Disneyland, and that's still our goal, and I'm hoping that with the income I get, that it'll become reality, hopefully in October.
Disneyland in California, right?
Yeah, still far from Hawaii though. So
That's a flight. And with your income from Beachbody, you are able to put money away for that.
yes.
That's fantastic. Good. Well, I like to see you there. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for sharing. Keep kicking butt. You're on the top 10 for this week's volume, and obviously by hearing everybody speak, you deserve it. You're leaders. You're all going places. Stay consistent and invite others, right? This is a powerful opportunity. Thank you so much for being on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.